Cookie clicker. I need my cookies. Give them to me. I'm addicted to cookies.
Addicted to cookies.
Yummy.
And McDonald's water.
The McDonald's water.
McDonald's water.
So I redeemed my my free fries, you know, for them giving me food poisoning. I got a free whatever sandwich I want and a thing of free small fries. So I redeemed my free small fries. And I didn't ask for a glass of water. They just added water. A medium water to my order for $0, obviously, because restaurants have to give water for free.
Just in case they poisoned you again, so you just have
Yeah.
more water.
Listen, you just chug it if you know.
And what's funny is the reason why she added it is because she was trying to make it a zero. Apparently, McDonald's can only make orders $0 if they like make it a promo order or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They never removed the water from my order. I still never asked for it. And then when I get my fries, the dude's like, "Did you get your cup yet?" I'm like, No, I didn't. And I just went, got some ice, walked out, and this sat in a friend's car all day. I let it melt into water.
Yum yum yum.
Time to eat drum.
The stupid reasons like that, where I like to call myself part of that dumbass podcast.
Yeah. That was an intro.
Wait, what?
That was.
Wait,
That
what?
was an intro.
Wait,
That's
what?
That's why we're that dumbass podcast.
Wait, what? This is our intro?
This is our intro.
Shit, alright, I guess we're starting. Hello, gentlemen. How's it going? Yeah? You like that McDonald's water?
I fucking love McDonald's. I love McDonald's water and beverages.
Beverages.
I mean that
These
is pretty
beverages
rad.
Are brought to you by Slick Spoon.
The slick spoon delivered
the
them.
inconspicuous beverage. Only a spoonful, of course.
Only a spoonful, after all.
Only a spoonful per podcast.
I wanna hope someone like actually recognizes the can I'm holding.
Oh yeah.
Because it's really funny what it is. I'm not going to describe it on the podcast.
You're
It's
not
going
going
away. No, I can't. I can't. It's the
can't ruin the
inconspicuous
bit.
beverage.
It's
too
too
inconspicuous. It's inconspicuous.
You can't.
It's
ruin
too
it.
fucking funny.
I mean,
That's funny.
Yeah, too funny, ha.
it is funny.
A silly little gag, some would say.
Oh,
So,
fuck me, I guess.
wait, what?
I'm back.
What the fuck happened? You went
Where
into
did
the
you
void.
go?
You went into the void, man.
I don't know what happened.
I think he was upset over hearing someone mentioning the bit ending. We don't do that.
We can't end bits here. We gotta run a
can't
joke into the ground.
Exactly. That joke will not end until the podcast is over.
If the podcast
True.
dies, then I mean the joke's over.
When the podcast ends, I will disclose what the inconspicuous beverage is. That is the only reason I will.
The only time they'll
He's-
ever be disclosed.
I also kind of want to give an update because he took my couch last time, as everybody knows. He took most of what was on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ask about the white holes on the wall.
I
if you
won't,
can't
don't
see
worry.
them. But he gave me a chair now. There's a chair there.
Oh, you have a chair?
Nice.
Yeah, there's two chairs there. One goes in the dining room, and the other one stays here. But
Well,
he
at
gave me a
least-
chair.
At least he was kind enough to put something there.
I mean, yeah, he's giving you chairs, dude. Fucking chairs!
We love chairs. Chair gaming?
Shout out to chairs, honestly. Chairs are kind of underrated, I won't
It's full
lie.
of cat hair though, so I'm not sure.
Oh,
It's a trade-off.
yeah,
Small
I mean,
price to
not-
pay for
y-
chair.
Yeah, but like it's like he takes my couch. He doesn't even get me a new chair. Like
well, kind of happens, man.
There's a reason why he took the couch. He's on a budget.
yeah.
I mean, you can't. Are you really expecting like that much You gotta work with what you're given. Or what? You're not
Especially-
thankful?
You're not thankful for what he's given you?
I'm thankful for the chair. I'm just wondering, where did my couch go? You know?
He wanted a couch. Can you blame the guy?
Yes.
Well, I don't know what to tell you in that case, bro. That kind of sucks, you know?
Ian comes over here regularly. You expect us to sit on a fucking chair together?
Yes. Make out.
What the fuck?
It's the homies.
Yeah,
you don't
dude.
just make out with the
You're
homies?
wearing socks. You're fine.
How
I
do
hope
you
you're
know
wearing
that?
Socks.
I assume that most people wear socks.
Bold to a suit.
I'm gonna take off my socks.
Right now?
Right now.
You know what?
You
I'm
show
gonna
the-
go get my programming socks.
Bro, you're
No,
gonna
wait.
you're gonna expose your feet on the podcast, bro. You gotta save that. You can't do that.
That's why I'm switching to programming.
Oh, we're
socks.
gonna. I'm gonna be the first wiki feet rating on the podcast.
You shut the fuck up right now. Actually,
Finally, the EQ feet.
no.
Mhm.
If that becomes a thing, I'm leaving EQ. That or I will be the only member whose feet are not there.
I could probably think of 2 members who have their feet on the internet somewhere.
Oh,
Yeah.
On the internet. Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, somewhere on the internet. I don't know where, but somewhere. I would assume, after all.
I was given offers to obtain feet pics.
And you didn't take them?
Fuck no.
See,
Uh-uh.
the way that you said it like that is why your chat thinks that you have a foot thing.
It's
Yeah,
for a bit.
things
it's for,
or nose.
It's for a bit, man. There's a
not
it's for
Much of
it's
a bit.
It's for a bit.
For a bit.
It's for a bit, man. Come on.
Huh.
You gotta understand. Oh my fucking god.
Sure, buddy.
Yeah.
Whatever
just-
you
I'm
say,
just-
champ.
Now,
Okay, buddy, foot fetish.
now, there have been some funny stuff recently.
Yeah.
Little bit of funny things going on the
Like McDonald's water.
Speaking of foot fetish, Overwatch.
Hey, we're just getting right into it, aren't we?
I mean, that's kind of the biggest thing right now, you know.
And that was also the best transition out of everything to talk about.
To be fair, it was a
let's
it was
pull it up. Twitter.com.
bro. You're opening up Twitter. That's your first mistake.
Buddy, you know why I'm opening up Twitter.
Well, I know, but like, you know, just saying. I'm just saying. But yeah, no. For those who are unaware, Overwatch decided to do a little bit of IRL trolling, in the sense that they just canceled the PvE.
A little
It's fucking gone, bro. Overwatch PvE truly never did exist.
little bit
And
of
it's-
9-month trolling, you know.
Yeah, they've known about it. They've lied for more than the launch of Overwatch 2.
Yeah, I believe it was like 6 months that it was mentioned that they knew that like they were not gonna be able to launch it. So for 6 months, which is about like because Overwatch 2 released in October,
Mm.
so I would say about like this November-ish. They've known that the PvE was not coming. And I'm pretty sure that's one of the big things people are most pissed off about. Because number one, obviously, the PvE not coming in the first place is one thing. But the fact that they've known about it for months and just haven't said anything is another. Like, they knew that they were not going to be able to release this. And they just didn't fucking say anything.
They
It's the
actively chose to not say anything about it. They actively chose to continue saying that they were going to do it, and then not do it.
It's like, hey guys, so we know you guys are very excited for the Overwatch PvE, especially after the demonstration back in 2019. You know, we're all excited to release it. Oh, however, it's fake. It never existed. Go home.
It's fake. It's not real. It's now just the Junkenstein events that are gonna happen every
You
Halloween.
like Junkenstein?
You like Junkenstein for like the I don't know how manyth time.
since the first Halloween event in 2016.
But there's Junkenstein 2.
Oh, that's true. Junkenstein 2.
And then
Junkenstein
there's
2.
3 for like Overwatch 3. Oh
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Every time Overwatch adds a number, there's a new Junkenstein. That's the only time they'll ever make a new one. Yeah,
Jared, Newis,
Lewis?
Jared, whatever his name, has been trying to clarify. He is the executive producer of Overwatch 2. He is trying to clarify on Twitter that the decision was hard to make.
Okay. Why didn't you tell us sooner then, bud? It doesn't matter if it was hard to make or not.
I think
The fact...
I want to acknowledge that today has been a challenging day for many of us in the Overwatch community, players and developers alike. I'm sure
wonder
the
why.
players and developers are upset,
yeah.
and the executives don't care.
I'm absolutely sure the developers are pissed off.
I imagine working for
We were-
years and
We
then
were
being...
struggling. We were struggling to just have the effort to do it.
Bro, it's hard, though. It's hard making
What-
a game.
What does that mean?
It's hard making a game.
If you're having a hard time, delay it.
We're a
just-
small
just
indie
delay it.
company.
What? No, Mom, no. You
We're
pull
a
that bit.
We're a small indie
Activision.
company. Microsoft is buying them for $69 billion. So
They're
you
small
could probably
and very indie.
Yeah, they can't afford it. It's like,
Well,
how-
you see that. Yeah, that's how much Microsoft is buying it for. But even still, their current value is $61 billion.
Oh, 61 billion. My bad. They're fucking poor, bro.
Well, no,
They're
that's their
poor.
worth. You were correct with how much Microsoft's trying to buy them for. Which
Yeah.
that's a funny story because the UK blocked it and the EU supported it. Proof that Brexit was a terrible idea.
True. Not to get political, but true. You hear this?
No,
from the
to get
non-
extremely political.
You hear this from the non-British people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've also heard from a lot of people within Britain, especially
Oh,
like Scotland, that Brexit was the worst thing for them.
Oh yeah, no, I've heard it as well. So
Anyway,
Anyway.
Activision Blizzard.
anyway, Activision Blizzard and the breast milk.
So after announcing this, what did Blizzard decide to announce? Oh, why have a controversy when you can have trans rights merchandise? Activision Blizzard, specifically Blizzard. And the funniest part is their shirt. I assume you're gonna put the shirt up on the
Yeah,
on the screen,
but
Yeah,
up right now.
probably.
just look at the pink letters. Tell me what they spell.
Wait, no.
what
now
Blizzard is.
Now I need to search this up.
Wait, you haven't seen it?
I
Roddy,
saw it, but
here.
I didn't pay attention to it.
Roddy, you have the
You
have
look
the,
at the
VC
pink
chat, right?
letters specifically.
It's in VC chat.
Specifically the pink letters.
It's supposed to look like a trans flag.
It looks
And they perfectly highlighted the 4 letters that properly say what they are. A bunch of fucking liars.
That's a fucking liar.
I would like to point out that this is
And they also highlighted my reaction to whenever they try to announce something good when something bad is happening, because both of the Z's are highlighted in white. I'm just asleep.
Yeah. And what's so the Blizzard tweet that posted this, it's sitting at 1,450 likes and 1,410 quote tweets. It's at least been ratioed twice, 3 times.
I wonder why.
Because
At the very least, three
it's a great message.
ratios.
Blizzard should not be the one saying it.
But I want to point out, I fucking love how every time a controversy happens, they're like, "Oh fuck, we have to make an Overwatch character gay."
Send in the gays! Send in the trans people! Go!
Go minorities!
It's always
And they're just
it's
looking
always
over
the
like-
reverse, though. Whenever one thing goes wrong, you have to announce something for the other. Like something with Overwatch goes wrong. Oh, we have this new shirt. Something with so like we find out that like Blizzard.
We've
is
got Overwatch
full of
2! Oh, now
transphobes and
trans
homophobes.
rights.
And it's like, Overwatch 2 is announced. Whoa, there's a PvE mode. Whoa.
Oh!
We're definitely gonna keep up on that promise.
And then wait, shit, there's people are saying stuff about Hong Kong. Soldiers gay. Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, look at him. He had a boyfriend.
And now PvE's canceled? Nah, trans rights.
Trans
Trans rights are great.
Yeah.
Blizzard isn't in the position right now to advocate for those, especially if they don't care about their own communities.
Blizzard beating the shit out of their own communities. And they're just like,
You're
They don't
already
care
doing.
about their own communities and actively abuse their employees that are.
Yeah, like you're not. This isn't helping your case. You're
No.
just showing that you're being corporate scum. Stop.
no, no. Listen, we love trans people when they buy our products.
Yeah.
Buy our products.
You're making them not want to buy your products. Like what sucks is everything else they showed on their roadmap looks so good,
Yeah.
and they just took the biggest thing and threw it away.
They took
Bro.
the main thing that they've advertised
The main course.
for 4 years. They've because Overwatch 2 has been announced since 2019. It's been for 4
Yeah.
years. The people have been expecting PvE for this game. That's what was going to make it unique.
Oh, but there's still
Yeah.
PvE. It's just a limited time, and you can't do it whenever you want anymore.
You want to hear something even funnier though? You want to know about those missions, the story missions?
Not even all of them are going to be canon.
No. You want to hear something even funnier though? Do you know what they're tied to? They ain't free.
They're tied to the battle pass. No.
They're tied to
I'm
the
not
battle pass,
buying
boys.
Another Overwatch battle pass.
They're tied to the battle pass, boys.
You know, I'd love to say I'm not, but I know I'm going to.
I'm not.
That's
You-
the thing.
You
I
have to
know I'm
come
going
out
to.
with the gates with like your top tier characters for everything to make me even like think about buying a battle pass for this.
It's fucking. It's like.
Like you have to give me a
hold on,
story
I need
mode
to look
for
into
Genji, Ramatra, Junker Queen. Like you need all of your A tier characters that have the best storylines in Overwatch immediately, because otherwise I do not care.
Because
Let's see.
Because I am very certain, I could be wrong, but I'm very certain I saw so many people talk about how it was going to be tied to the battle pass.
I'm looking into this right now.
Because I believe Flat said it at some point. That was like another part.
I'm not
think I heard it.
I'm not.
If it's actually tied to the battle pass, that is the worst decision ever.
Cause like here's the thing. Cause when they announced like Overwatch 2 PVE, when I in my head I thought it was gonna be, or at least like later on, when Overwatch 2 was announced to be free to play. In my head, I thought it was gonna be similar to like Halo Infinite, how like the multiplayer was free, but the campaign you would have to like buy. So that's what I thought was gonna happen. Cause like the PVE, they were like, there's gonna be like over 100 missions and stuff. It's like, oh shit, okay, you know that's worth $60. I'd pay for that. And now it's like, hey, so these missions, right? You know, the skill trees, the hero challenges, y'all wanted? Fuck them.
Whoops.
I am not finding much of anything that mentions it being tied to the battle pass. So I'm hoping that was fake.
I'm hoping that was fake.
Me as well.
I looked into it, and I'm seeing stuff. Oh, wait a minute. Don't tell me Reddit of all things is gonna tell me.
Fucking Reddit,
especially Overwatch Reddit. That'd be fucking hilarious.
No, this is r/PC gaming.
Okay.
Let's see Overwatch.
Fucking Overwatch Reddit. They're the ones to tell you.
I really hope that it's not true, because like you can't believe everything that you see right now, because the executives at Overwatch don't want to tell us anything. The devs obviously aren't going to say anything,
because they're probably being held at gunpoint, as in
because
their jobs.
Because like at the end of the day, the devs are not at fault here. It's the fucking higher ups.
Let's see,
like,
boy.
The
I
devs are not at fault here. There's a playtest for the PVE, and everybody said they enjoyed it. The devs are definitely not at fault here.
The devs are like, hey guys, we made this awesome PVE. Y'all get like games like Borderlands and Destiny. Y'all like that?
Like,
we're gonna do it like that. And the fucking higher ups are like, wait, we're supposed to release a game? No, you're not.
like,
there is no game.
We could release this completely for free for the community, and it would be good for them. And, you know, it would be delivering on our promises for once. Or we could just continue pumping out content, you know, in our shop and our battle pass instead. And I think you guys should work on that instead.
I think if we pimped out the battle pass, that will get people to like us, you know, because, I mean, we gotta have that battle pass, you know what I'm saying?
But don't make it a consistent battle pass theme. Don't make them like all pay for one thing at once. Like make it multiple things, so you can put like dazzle some into some other battle passes and in the shop as well. So they have to pay for like.
Yeah, it's really weird how they do their battle pass. It's like the skins aren't even fully consistent.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not seeing anything that says it's tied to the battle pass. It's just tied to the seasons.
Yeah,
which means once the season's over, you don't get to play it again unless they decide to bring it back.
Which is also really
which
dumb.
Is still shitty, but at least it's not the battle pass.
It could be. I
hate that I'm pissed off, and the best I can say is it could always be worse. I hate that that's where I'm at. They could make this worse.
It's like they could put it in the battle pass.
They could make this worse, and knowing Activision Blizzard, they probably will. They more than likely will.
Like, even if like the people are saying that just to get a rouse out of people, I honest to God could see Activision Blizzard 100% doing that.
Yeah.
And it's
motherfucker owns King, the people who made Candy Crush, and was like, yeah, we like money.
it's genuinely like fucking. It's what's the best way to put it? It's like how they're like we're taking our time to put that Blizzard seal of quality. It's like, bitch, what fucking quality are you putting on your damn games?
It's like
every new patch has a
is
very
a big old
exploitable
canceled stamp. I like sure, I guess.
And like even with the current product you have, every patch having some sort of major bug to it, you know. Like what was it? Let's see. Junker Queen could when Carnage got changed, she could just instantly get that back by breaking breakables. Sigma flying, that's pretty fun.
Fist having permanent damage reduction.
Bastion unlimited ult until timer runs out.
Reaper clipping through the floors.
Wasn't it Torbjorn multi-turret as well? Wasn't that a thing, or was it something different?
Maybe. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Torb.
The funniest one, though, was Bastion ult.
Pharah and Echo being able to fly through the roofs in some maps. And
Kiriko being able to teleport to players that don't exist anymore and being put to 0-0. Kiriko now not being able to teleport to crouched people.
Like, it's understandable that, like, games are gonna have, bugs in it. But I've never heard of a game where bugs return.
Every patch, there is one major flaw that should have been caught. What do you mean Sigma can just fly? How do you do that?
You could do that in lore, obviously.
By the way,
You want to know how
we found that
Roddy and I
so quickly.
You want to know how Roddy and I found that? We were playing.
No.
We were just playing a match, and we heard Sigma. Like we were going against a Sigma. We heard him ult, but he was nowhere around, and we were just like, "Did Sigma ult? Where is he?"
No,
and then we round the
Sigma was
corner.
in a team fight, and we were like, "Oh, he missed.
No,
He meant to miss."
he meant to miss because we round the corner. There he is, flying, shooting at us. We're like.
It's like,
What do we do?
There's like the 70-year-old man
And
flying
icing on
away.
the cake. This is 2 hours after the update, by the way.
We noticed it fast.
Yeah, like there's, it's just genuine. Honest to God, it's just genuinely fucking disappointing and disheartening. Because I do genuinely believe when they started getting stuff rolling for 2. It's still fun. I still like playing 2, but just knowing there isn't like the big reason for 2 to exist.
The only thing it is now is just a technical upgrade.
Yeah.
And even still, it doesn't include all of the features from the first game. Like a 6v6 side mode at least, so people can experience it.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't personally recommend it, but yeah, it would be nice to at least have the option.
It'd be nice to like have it in unranked only. Obviously,
I think custom, like at least a custom game option would be nice.
Yeah, something.
Custom game or even like an arcade mode where it's like faster.
It's just
because you can still party with 6 people, which is the weirdest thing.
Well, yeah, for like deathmatch or team deathmatch arcade. I don't know. TDM would be 5 still. For things that you can queue up for multiple people with.
Team deathmatch.
I know.
Yeah, it's 4.
That's worse. Ew.
Yeah, team deathmatch is 4.
Gross. No wonder why I don't play it.
It's such a weird thing to like lie about, though.
Like, why your biggest thing? Well, no, it's so that way people keep buying into the game.
So people get that Fortnite Battle Pass.
It's just so people keep buying stuff in hopes of being able to use some of that stuff
but
in
we're
the
in
PvE mode.
We're in season 4 now. People bought into it in like early season 1 and whatnot.
Yeah, like season 1 was like testing the waters.
Yeah.
I guess, but like
seasons 2 and 3 was really like to get all of the people who didn't hop in at the very beginning or were previous players. You know, especially with the launch of Ramatra season 2 and just all of the improvements season 3 brought.
Yeah.
And now here we are through one of the dullest seasons.
Yeah, season 4 has been
I have not season 1, 2, and 3. I would have been done with the battle pass before the mid-season patch.
Yeah, I'm not
even at tier 50 yet.
Yeah, I'm not very in. Lifeweaver still has a lot of issues.
His control,
The only reason I've completed
sucks.
it is because I'm a Star Wars guy, so I'm going to. I'm
Well,
going
yeah,
to complete it.
obviously.
I have it
Yeah, I'm not-
completed.
Like, I would like to finish it, but like at the moment, I
going to,
don't.
but-
Yeah, like at the moment, I just don't really have a reason to. Like, I'm sure I'll finish it in time. It's just, yeah, I'm not really in a rush.
At the launch of the game, like I only played Diva, obviously, but season 2 when when Ramatra came out, I tried him. I tried Kiriko, obviously, Junker Queen. I picked Kiriko and Junker Queen up, and I also tried Soju. I tried all of the new characters. I have yet to actually play Lifeweaver in a real game other than once.
Yeah, Lifeweaver's.
I don't, and that was after he was fixed. Before
Yeah.
his controls were fixed, I didn't touch him other than the Lifeweaver
Same,
game
though.
mode, Bob and Weave, which was
Which-
funny.
which-
That mode was actually kind of funny.
It was funny, but it also just was not fun.
It was funny, not fun. It took the fun out of funny.
Like, the thing with making a game mode out of, like, a new character,
shit.
especially a support character, is that you can't make the support character suck ass in damage.
Yeah, Lifeweaver's been very funky so far.
Because if there was a
He-
Bob and Weave equivalent for, like, someone like Zenyatta, that would work. Because Zenyatta has kill potential. You can kill with Zenyatta on your own. You don't always need Bob.
Yeah.
But, like...
Or like even Kiriko or
Well, yeah,
even
Kiriko headshots to like
yeah, because Kiriko
120.
headshots 120. Yeah.
Kiriko, hell, even Mercy could do it. Like...
Yeah, Mercy has more kill potential because her weapon is just better.
Yeah, no, there's just a lot of like Lifeweaver's in a weird spot, and it's so funny how they're like, yeah, we're already kind of reconsidering doing a rework.
They've already revamped all of his abilities to other things so that it can work properly.
Honestly,
not-
I would say he would be better with healing if they just made his death heal thingamabobber teammates only. There was no reason it had to be both
I think
teams.
his healing just needs to like just how he heals needs to be reworked. The charge is fucking weird.
Yeah. I would rather it be like an instant 65 with a cooldown that would be as long as the charge up is.
Yeah, cause like burst healing is great. Like, cause I mean, you look at characters like Bap, for example, like with burst healing, he does great healing. The issue with Lifeweaver is that you do have to charge it, which just doesn't really feel good.
I don't want to heal 10 HP. That's just a waste of my time.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure like the minimum's 35 and the max is 65, so it's not even like.
Nope. No. I've released
Oh,
at
is it?
15. I've released at 15.
I thought the minimum was God. That's even fucking worse. I
No, yeah.
thought the
The
minimum
charge.
Was,
The charge starts at either 0 or 5,
yeah, that's
and
rough.
it goes
That's-
up by 5 every tick.
Yeah, that's fucking rough. God
I
damn.
done it just to see how fast I can launch a heal out, and I'm not gamer enough to release at 5 or 10, but I was able to get consistent 15s and 20s. Whether it
Yeah.
actually heals at that number or not, it still releases at that number. It makes me think, oh, that healing was shit. Why did I even release?
Which,
That's
for reference, for those who don't play Overwatch, there's a training area where 2 bots are getting shot by 2 other bots.
mhm.
Every support in the game right now is able to keep both bots alive consistently, no matter what. Like with their current equipment. Lifeweaver is the only support that cannot do that.
Yeah.
And if you can, it's because you're like you're doing it perfectly. You are being a perfect Lifeweaver.
Like I like I like his kit. Like I honest to
His
God do
concept's great.
think-
I
Yeah.
like the whole pullback thing.
Yeah,
I think
it's-
that's a good way. It's the fact that he can be abused.
Yeah.
like for
And-
me.
He's just not good.
Like it's the fact his healing and his ult are like the main things. Like
I
I
don't
like
mind his ult. I think the buff it got helped really.
It did. He definitely got more use out of it. like its his main healing output, similar to Zen, is his alt.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
I don't mind, but I want him to have some like decent, like on hand healing.
Or at least some better form of support. Because other than that, his other shtick is platform, which half the time doesn't help anyone because you're boosting them up when they don't want to. Or his pull, which half the time you might drag someone that doesn't want to be dragged. I yelled at Fish one match because he did it accidentally like 5 times, thinking he was helping when he wasn't. Which I'm sorry for getting pissy at you.
it's all good. It's all
But
good.
that's how bad it can be. Someone can try to think they're helping, but they're making the situation worse.
He's
And
always.
it just that sucks.
You can go, Roddy.
It's like you gotta apologize for playing Wife Weaver because it's like you feel
You're
like
gambling.
you're interrupting your teammates, and it's like, and then like they're like, no, it's not because like your pulls are great and whatnot, and you're doing great as a support. I just feel useless when I'm getting pulled. Like I can't do anything about that. That's out of my control.
Because I have heard people say like the polls are usually good. It's the fact it just doesn't feel good to be polled. Like why isn't there
It's
an
jarring.
accept? Like why isn't there an accept button?
Because if a
Why
poll
isn't
needs
there
to
an
happen,
accept button, and why isn't there a button to cancel out of it?
see, I can understand there not being an accept button because sometimes a poll just needs to happen, but a way to get out of it, I definitely want.
Yeah, just
Like
something.
say even like just an extra keybind to cancel poll, easy.
Yeah. Or like at least give like just something for the either the like the Life Weaver or the
On
person
both,
getting
yeah.
pulled. Just
Have
something
Life
to
Weaver
just
be able to cancel. Like, what if I
Yeah.
want to bring them half the distance because our actual healing is half the distance from me there, and I want to pull them closer to the actual healing instead of all the way over to me out of the fight entirely. Because if I'm going to play
Yeah.
Life Weaver, I'm going to shoot my little healing when I can. I'm going to stay as far back as possible because my damage is fucking useless. I'll only do it to defend myself, much like Mercy. Usually. Good battle mercies exist, and I respect all of them.
Yeah.
Good battle life weavers don't exist because Life Weaver isn't good.
Life Weaver can't do shit for damage.
He can't do battle.
Which sucks, cause man, when his gun got shown off, I was like, "Oh shit, the Needler from Halo!" And I
That
got
looks
excited.
cool, and then it looked
It looks cool, and
It's,
it feels so good to shoot, but it does
It real-
nothing.
it's useless.
It feels so good, but why does it do like 2 damage?
They
Oh.
really tried to have like a Mercy 2 kind of where damage he's not supposed to do damage. He's supposed to support more than anything else.
Which
And
isn't really
it didn't
fun.
work when his support doesn't feel good to do most of the time.
Like
There's just
and
a,
don't get us wrong. His alt support is great. Like
His alt is great.
Not his alt. His support with other characters' alts. Like I've seen him been used with Cassidy's alt, with Ryan's alt.
oh yeah,
with,
no, like the
so
combo
many
stuff's
different alts.
really cool.
It's
yeah, I've
so
seen some of that,
good.
yeah.
Like you
the-
launch a Cassidy like high up midair, and he gets a 5K.
High
Like
noon.
easy.
Yeah.
Like like the thing is with Life Weaver as well is that he's a very team dependent healer. You can't just like you have to actively communicate with your team to actually use Life Weaver.
And what sucks is other than, the what's the word? The communication wheel or keybinds to other communication options. He doesn't work good in a non-voice chat scenario,
Yeah.
which you can't really use the communication wheel or keybinds to communicate what the fuck you're doing with a Life Weaver. Especially if most of those decisions need to be snap, hey, I'm doing this. No, okay, I won't. He's that kind of character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you're in a tier like us, where most people Like 90% of people won't
Yeah,
use their
we want to
mics.
emphasize we're like
Like-
silver gold range for tiers. Like we do want to
Yeah.
like
nobody-
around there.
Like-
Nobody uses the mics.
Most of us aren't going to be using our mics. And so
Yeah.
it's impossible to communicate.
Hell,
with
even
a life
sometimes when we play together, not all of us are even in voice chat. So like, even when we're not playing with randos, it still is a possibility that we ourselves don't have that good communication, and he sucks.
Yeah.
Like a life weaver, even when we're 5-stacking, like it's just a troll pick.
It was last night. Nina, it was last night, right?
I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah, it was
Pretty sure.
last night on Nina's stream. One of the last few games, I think we were still a 5-stack. Or maybe we were, I think Sunga might have left. Anyway, I picked Life
We were
Weaver.
5-stack.
We were 5-stack? Okay,
Yeah.
I picked Life Weaver. And I tried my damnedest.
Yeah.
He didn't feel good. It felt like I had a good one, maybe two good survival pulls that I wasn't screamed at. And I think those are the only two. Maybe I used another pull in that game. Those are the only ones I used. Because I feel like I'm going to ruin something. And then I switched to Kiriko and we won.
Yeah.
We were it was a push game. We were
It's
we
like
were
the
behind.
same thing, the exact same thing. And I played Life Weaver and I'm like, I feel like shit playing this game. I'm doing awful. I can't get any good pulls. Like, I don't know when a good pull is.
Yeah, and I think I used platform once accidentally, and it was a bad platform. I put it
Yeah.
in front of someone and it boosted them up. I'm like, oh, they definitely don't want to be up there right now, because they walked right off immediately. Like, yep, nope, they didn't want that. That was bad. I'm not using this anymore. and we were like, the other team, it was push. We didn't make any progress. The other team got almost to the end. I swapped to Kiriko, overtimed the entire thing to our victory.
Yeah.
He doesn't feel good.
He doesn't
Yeah,
feel good. He
he's a
doesn't
bit
play
of-
good. Like,
The only good feeling I got is when I ulted twice.
And I know, at least, so we are supposed to be getting in season 6. We
Another
are,
new support.
yeah, we're supposed to be getting another new support in season 6, which I personally I want to see one of the mecha squads
Yeah,
come
I
in.
Yeah.
I
Like,
see one of them.
I want those are one of the characters I do want to see.
It would be really cool if all of Mecha Squad could fill like each like 2 DPS, 2 support,
Yeah.
and a diva tank. But with the way their concepts are, there's going to at least be one more tank.
Yeah,
maybe
there's
the
gonna-
other maybe 2 tank, 2 support, 1 DPS. That's
Yeah.
probably how it's gonna
Yeah.
be.
Yeah, because I know one of them has like a big ass sword and shield, I believe.
Yeah, that thing
So-
that you can't tell me that thing is going to be anything but tank.
It's actually gonna be Brig 2.
I mean, it could work. Counterpoint: Brig 2 became Launch Day Brig. We don't need a Brig 2. Brig 2 went back to Brig 1, which was better than Brig 2.
Actually, it was funny because Brig didn't because of a bug.
Oh yeah, I forgot the fucking bug that made it so
Brig
the
had-
armor wasn't how armor.
Brig Day 1, the thing that everybody was fearing so badly,
Wasn't even the
released
fucking-
bugged so that she didn't get all of her armor back when she ulted. And so
As you
she
can
just-
see,
it's so
this
funny.
this game is
Yikes.
very
So what
flawless.
you're saying? She's better.
She got
She's
fixed.
better
Her
now.
Yeah,
yeah.
she's better now. She's no longer sick. She had
Eh,
a bug, you know.
She is a bit of a bug. It's all good. She's doing better. Good for her. But oh my god, bro, it's just like fucking Yeah.
Let me look at this roadmap.
like there are things I am genuinely looking forward to, and I like
On Fire's coming back.
yeah I am.
I
Curious
don't know what that did. What did that do?
So, I mean, it's not as cool as a lot of people act like it was. Pretty much what On Fire was is that the more like stuff you did in the match, whether it be support or damage or things like that, there was like a little meter under your health that would fill up. And when you got to the max point of the meter, your icon would literally have a flame behind it. And then your character would say, like, I'm on fire or something like that.
Oh,
it was,
and now they only get that. They kept those lines and just use it.
yeah,
for
the
kill
lines are still in the
Yeah.
game, which is the funniest thing. It's the most Overwatch thing ever. Like, they were still in.
Well, because
What
they
is
said
sa-
they were
what is-
gonna bring it back, and then they
Didn't.
went
Yeah.
back on it because they were like, because we can't do the fire with the current layout. It's like
And-
what?
And yet it's coming back anyway.
Yeah, they are adding it back. There are still things that apparently like clans are supposed to be coming at some point. I know that was
At some point, but from what it's looking, it ain't going to be in the next
At some point, but
6 months.
for what we're looking at, 6 months later they could say, "Oh yeah, clans aren't happening." By the way,
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
because we've got 3 seasons of stuff laid out. Unless it's in that and more section of season 6.
because
It ain't
another
happening.
I don't see
True.
it like happening.
and then what was it, the fucking my brain is like, what's the fucking I had something in my head and then I lost it. Fuck, that sucks. But yeah, no. I still want to be optimistic because I really do like Overwatch, and I feel like I bitch about this game so much. I bitch about it because I genuinely want it to be good.
Yeah, you bitch about it because you like it, and it's like
Yeah,
they have a good opportunity to tell a really good stories. They have multiple storylines
yeah.
just available on a whim, and I remember talking about Code with this, where they could change the unlock features to be story mode instead of just playing games. So you have like
More of an incentive. I mean, there's already an incentive, but you know.
But yeah, no, it's like Activision Blizzard has such a fucking great IP in Overwatch that they're just kind of fucking doing just awful stuff with.
I'll remind you, the reason why I started playing Overwatch 2, the PvE sounded cool, but it's because Diva said skill issue. It wasn't until maybe a month or 2 later that I actually watched all of the cinematics. And it was like, holy
she's a badass.
shit. A, she's a badass. B, every cinematic here is fucking amazing.
Which I will say, I am looking forward to Sojourn cinematic. I am looking forward to
I'm so glad that they're finally giving her a personality.
that.
No, she's Canadian.
She's gonna.
She's Canadian. She's more human, maybe more. We don't know. Junker Queen's just looking for parts. And Murphy's now doing better.
Yeah.
Because Mercy
Mercy, what
isn't
did-
feeding him anymore.
Mercy, why? You're supposed to be a
Like-
doctor.
Yeah, no. I want to be optimistic. It's just, hopefully shit gets better for the good old Overrich.
Anyway, speaking of that, what do you think Flashpoint's gonna be?
Oh, right. That's what I was
I
going to
knew-
talk about.
I
I
know,
hope
then-
it's not like the animated movie Flashpoint, because if it is, I'm done with Overwatch.
Flashbacks.
You remember when
Forgot about that.
out with your first girlfriend?
and
And you came.
I
right as
jerked
she
you
touched
up.
Your leg. It was me.
that
Barry.
was me, Barry.
No.
I
I
jerked
jerked
you
you
off
off
at super speed.
so it would seem like you nutted at just a woman's touch.
No. Don't remind me.
It was me,
I-
Barry. I made Lola Bunny less sexually appealing.
You monster. I am curious serious. Like because like they have been saying for those who are in Overwatch, Flashpoint is an actual competitive game mode. Like it's supposed to be along the lines of payload, control.
It's being added to the cycle.
Yeah. So it's gonna be like in the quick play and competitive like playlists. It's supposed to come with 3 maps, and we just don't know what the fuck it is. Like what? Because like I was talking with Code with this.
Let's make it 4 so it gets more often than push.
Like I was talking with Code, and we're like, what can you get out of the name Flashpoint? And like we couldn't really think of anything.
It's got an objective.
There's an objective.
An objective that you
Capture.
gotta be at.
You gotta
and
quick. You gotta do it quick.
You gotta go back
you
and
win if
stop
you're at that
from.
objective.
You gotta go back in time to stop Tracer's mom from dying, but then it changes the entire timeline. And then the reverse Tracer comes in.
It changes events before even Tracer's mom died. You know, like Reinhardt's friend is alive.
Fucking Talon is like not that bad or something. I don't know.
And Talon's actually the good guys.
Yeah.
They work with Overwatch.
Yeah.
They're like best of friends. They're just working on two ends of the good spectrum.
Yeah, the leader of Overwatch actually turned out to be Sigma all along. I mean, the timeline's wacky, bro.
And he's not being abused by Overwatch like he's being abused by Talon.
Yeah, it's a wacky situation. I can't believe they went this direction for Flashpoint, man.
Junker Queen and Ramatra are at war, and they have destroyed all of Europe.
Junkrat is actually Junker Queen's loyal servant.
Yeah, and he's British for whatever reason.
Yeah. No. That's Roadhog.
I have Roadhog.
Roadhog's British.
Oh, right, Roadhog. Roadhog's getting a rework.
Roadhog's getting a rework, and so is it Sombra.
I'm fine with both of them getting reworks. I got no issue with that.
It's funny that Widow doesn't get any nerfs still.
I think it's less of a because like when they say rework, it's usually like they replace abilities. Because so like I do think Widow could. I've stated this a few times. I think honestly for Widow, you just go the direction of do the damage bullets like her April Fools. Just do that, honestly. And I think most people would be happy. It would eliminate the one-shot shit that people complain about. It eliminates...
But... Sniper! That's her thing.
Well, yeah, no, but, like, she can still one-shot. It just, there's actual reaction to it. Because,
maybe
like, a lot of...
Maybe just don't be one-shottable, dumbass.
Because a lot of games when it comes to snipers nowadays, they'll either do one of two things. They'll either make it so it's reactionable, or the other one is that instead of hit scan, it's projectile. That's usually like the go-to things I see nowadays for a lot of sniper-based weapons in games. Personally, I do like the reactionable version of balancing, whether that more than the projectile instead of bullet approach, but that's just me. But yeah, no, Sombra also getting reworked makes sense because Sombra has been a fucking...
She's been an annoyance.
She's annoying, and not only that, like, it's so true when they were like, if Sombra's in the meta, it's unsufferable. Yeah. Like, when Sombra's an actual good character, you don't want to fight her because she's not fun.
If Sombra's in the meta, that means what your current characters in the meta are bad, and also Sombra is bad.
It's just not fun because honestly, Sombra's like there are characters in this game that are still for 6v6 and less of 5v5. Because, I mean, you just look at things like, obviously, Sombra. Zenyatta will probably be last. Though, there was one thing I saw for Zenyatta that I actually kind of like. There was one guy that suggested for Discord I'm trying to remember. I think it was like instead of doing a damage reduction for Discord, you make it like a burst option on a cooldown, and I actually thought that was pretty neat. Like if I'm trying to remember how he described it. I think it was like you throw
option?
What do you mean
Like,
a
I'm-
burst option?
like I'm trying to remember how he described it because I saw it. It was on a Flats clip because of course it was. He was watching
Oh,
the
yeah, 'cause
guy
he
that
talks
just
about
kept
Zen all the time.
yeah. And it was like some guy was like, "Well, what if you changed Discord to where like I'm pretty sure it was either it acted like a time like a timed it was either a timed based burst option or damage based burst option where if like you suddenly take a certain amount of damage, it just suddenly adds like fucking I'm trying to remember how he described it. I'll see if I can find it at some point and send it. But like, there are a few things I've seen people suggest for Discord, because like obviously I don't think just getting rid of Discord is the option. I think like it's just reworking it to where it's more fun to fight it. Because like no one complains about healing orb, no one complains about that. It's just
No.
Discord.
It's not meant. Just I mean, healing orb isn't meant to be like his primary healing, and it's
Yeah.
not treated that way.
'Cause,
It
like,
heals, that's it.
Because Zenyatta is the DPS healer. Like everyone knows that. You know,
Well,
he's
not Moira players.
well,
Not
yeah, but, yeah, but that's Moira players, bro. You think they're gonna
They
think
throw out a piss orb every now and then, and they're right back to the battle.
exactly?
They usually throw it out for themselves, though.
Bro, oh my
You're-
god!
and you're just lucky if you're around her.
I don't think Moira players learned that supports have the passive of regenerating health.
You don't have that.
Oh, actually,
Yeah.
they added it back. Do you not read patch notes, idiot?
Isn't that for her ult only?
No, they added it back.
No, it's for her ult only.
You fucking suck.
Because Mercy's not a good character.
Shut the fuck
Moira's
up.
good character.
Shut
Hey,
the fuck
Moira.
up.
Like 3 of you are on critical. Here's a damage orb.
Sorry, I'm going to have kill lead. Because I'm good. My play of the game.
Oh my god. So that's Overwatch for ya. there was
That's
there was
overpromised for you.
let's talk about other topics. So
Promise.
My
Fucking
favorite-
love that.
my favorite game, Overpromised 1.5, great game. So there were a few things I also want to talk about since stuff likes to happen quite a bit.
Since we didn't want this just to be an Overwatch episode.
Yeah, I don't want to go on a full
didn't?
Overwatch, but no, we don't. Well, I thought to add a bit of variety so people aren't just like, oh my god, shut the fuck up about Overwatch.
Yeah.
Even though it's
I
really
mean,
easy.
we're rightfully pissed about it.
Yeah, no, I feel like everyone is rightfully pissed at Overwatch right now. Oh my lord. A few just going through common games that are played in the EQ community, just for changes on them that are pretty exciting. Pokemon Unite are adding 2 more evolutions very soon. Very excited to give those a shot. Leafeon looks very
2 of
fucking
my
funny.
top 3s.
It's-
Evolutions.
Yeah, both Umbreon and Leafeon looking pretty nasty. And the funniest thing about Leafeon that that he gets I keep forgetting every evolution in Unite is a she. She gets Solar Blade.
Yeah.
Leafeon has never had access to Solar Blade in any Pokemon game.
It's about
Me-
damn time.
Lol. Lamau.
Meaning they're just like, fuck it, we're just giving them moves, which honestly based.
Well,
That's
to be fair, I would give up 2 when you give half of the Pokemon moves, and then the next generation of Pokemon, they don't have those moves anymore, and it's like, I don't want to
Yeah.
program new shit, so just get to
Fuck
keep
it.
them.
yeah. But yeah, that's pretty. I am pretty excited. Then Inteleon comes out, my other favorite evolution.
Honestly, their timing could not have been better.
It's very funny.
It's
very
fucking
funny.
hilarious.
And apparently we are still supposed to be getting Tropius, which I just want to know how the fuck that's gonna work. I genuinely want to know. If they add Tropius, that's just another Greedent to me, and that's pretty rad. Pokemon Home is finally coming out for Scarlet and Violet. Thank
Woo, I have a
God.
reason to play those games again.
Alolan Raichu will be in the game, so.
Pancake.
Pokemon Home coming out on the 24th, which is next Wednesday, if I remember correctly. I am correct, yes. So Wednesday, I will most likely be streaming with a new Pokemon, which that'll be a good time since there's a lot of new Pokemon to play with, specifically from Legends Arceus. I'm very excited the fact that Eviolite Quillfish is about to be real.
That's what EQ stands for.
Literally, okay, for context, Eviolite Quillfish, I don't remember who was the one that started it. I believe it was either Stronger.
It was me and Luna.
Yeah, it was Luna. Luna joked about Eviolite Quillfish during my Monday Night Doubles, I believe. And I was like, why the fuck? Why? There's no point. And then for months, it just became a joke.
It was Luna that said it initially, and I thought it was funny because it was. And then later we were doing raid dens, and I got a Quillfish.
You gave it a
And then we went up to items, and there was an Eviolite there.
Give it a fucking Eviolite.
It's been like that ever since.
And then Legends Arceus comes out, and Strongo the entire time's like, look for a black fish. I'm like, what the fuck are you on about? And then she's like, this is the spot! Go over here! I'm like, okay, what do you want? And then I just look in the water, I'm like, wait a moment.
It's a Quillfish.
That's a fucking Quillfish. And then it clicked in my head being like, oh, they gave this thing an evolution. They gave that thing and it ended up being one of my favorite Gen 8 Pokemon. Overquill is fucking awesome. So
Ultra Quill is the only thing that you can name that thing ever, because that is the most perfect name for an Overquill.
it really is. Is a pretty rad one. So I am very excited for all the new mons to mess around with. Another just little one that I found really funny, because I still keep up with Dead by Daylight here and there. They're adding Nick Cage.
Yeah, I saw that. That's pretty fucking funny.
They're adding. He's not. It's not. And they said it's not a character he's playing. It's
Nicolas Cage.
It is just Nicolas Cage. And I was like, you know what? That's the most Nicolas Cage thing I've ever fucking seen. So you know what? I'm happy. I haven't played.
It's really funny though.
Just imagine saying, "Oh yeah, I'm a level 100 prestige Nicolas Cage man." And the one thing I'm
like
praying,
what what
Nicolas Cage man?
No,
I thought you said you played horror games. Yeah, Nicolas Cage man.
Yeah, Nicolas Cage. Dead by Daylight. Have you never heard of Dead by Daylight?
I've heard of Dead by Daylight, but like Ghostface?
No,
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage. Which I will say,
in like what horror movie though?
Nicolas Cage.
No. Nicolas Cage.
The actor. The actor. The actual person.
Not any of his characters. Just Nicolas Cage.
Which I am praying, since it is Nicolas Cage, I am hoping they get the rights to his roles so we can get a Willy Wonderland fucking cosmetic on Nick Cage. I am praying. Please. But yeah, no, I am pretty excited about that, because, God, that's funny. And then the other big thing that happened this week is the fucking FNAF movie is real. It is a real movie. We got the trailer. It's real. We got the teaser. It's been 8 fucking years, and the movie is real. I've been waiting for this since I was fucking 15.
You've been waiting for this since you were 15, buddy. Let me tell you, I've been a FNAF fan since day
It's fucking...
I've been a day one FNAF fan. So let's see. That's like 9, roughly 8 years. 12 since I was 12. No, I would have been 11 because that would have been before my birthday.
It's just...
I've been waiting.
It's just crazy to think that it's about to be real, man. This year, and we're getting fucking Matthew Lillard as William Afton, which wasn't what ever came to my head. But when they said it, I'm like, yeah, I want this.
I
didn't know. It's like, I didn't know I wanted this. Now that I know this is a possibility, thank you.
My little brother, like last night, like in the middle of the night, I was just getting ready to go to bed. I laid down. And I'm just like scrolling through Twitter because I hate myself. And suddenly I see a message, my little messenger pop up appear. Oh yeah, story update for Messenger. We'll get back to Five Nights at Freddy's. My pain from last year's island trip.
Oh right,
is finally over.
Yeah,
last Friday, on a whim, I decided, fuck it, I'll try to get my old Facebook account back again. And it worked!
You got it back.
So I have my old Facebook account back. My pain is over. I'm free.
Yeah, so we just gotta keep you away from any possibilities of harm this upcoming island trip.
Yeah. Just make sure I don't lose my Facebook account, man. It was the stupidest thing because I lost it when we were on the way down, and I had no reason to check Facebook until I made a your mom, or like someone made a your mom joke to me. I'm like, are you sure you want that? And was about to pull up a picture of her, and like, oh, I've been logged out. Let me log back in real quick. My account credentials have changed. Okay, cool. And then I was pissed for the rest of the evening. But now it's all over.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's all over,
anyway,
man. You're all good.
So back to Five Nights at Freddy's. I see the messenger pop up here, and it was my little brother texting me. He's like, bro, I don't know if you care about FNAF anymore or not, but screenshot of the trailer, and I'm like, bro, I've been paying attention to this thing like since day one. He's like, holy shit, really? I'm excited.
I am too. It's just, it feels surreal knowing this movie's actually...
Five Nights at Freddy's marathon?
Maybe. It is pretty rad. It is pretty rad. I'm trying to think what else.
Yeah, Roddy? Yeah, Roddy?
Oh,
Go on.
It's just like, as someone who does not give a shit about FNAF, like, I watched the trailer, I'm just like, that's Shaggy, and then just didn't care about the rest of it.
Hey, look at Shaggy.
I did not care for any of it. It just...
Whoa! One thing. I guess this is going to be spoilers, so skip ahead maybe 30 seconds or whatever. If you've paid attention to FNAF Plus, you will notice Bonnie's design. He has suspenders. In the trailer,
yeah,
Bonnie has the same suspenders.
Which is pretty cool that they are like tweaking it to be closer to possibly the Plus design, which is... The Plus designs are awesome. I'm a huge fan of the
From what it looks like, it's only Bonnie who's getting like Plus design edges, but at the same time, he's really the only one that needed it because Freddy's got his bow tie and top hat and microphone. Bonnie's got a guitar and a bow tie too. Chica's got her bib and cupcake, and Foxy, his whole shtick is he's a pirate. You don't need any more than that.
Yeah.
Bonnie really just has nothing going for him other than bunny.
He's a bunny.
That's it. So the fact that they're giving him like some sort of unique... Oh no, eyebrowless. That's right. And then he became faceless.
True.
Which, just seeing how good they look, I just want FNAF 2 even more. Because if they can make the FNAF 1 animatronics look this good, I just want to see what they do with the Wizards. The Wizards are my favorite animatronics. Like all
Yeah.
4 of them, 5 of them.
I hear
I genuinely love their design. Like, I wish they withered Freddy a bit more, but like, at the same time, they all look really good and
Yeah.
conceptually are my favorite animatronics.
Yeah, I hear you.
So it just, I'm already excited for a possible sequel.
Hell yeah. Let's see. Is there anything else I want to quickly touch upon before going to another thing that I wanted to talk about? Let's see.
Oh, I know the thing you want to talk about.
Yeah, there was like a topic because we like to ask people on our Discord. By the way, if you haven't joined,
What do you mean, white man? You're the
I
one who
like-
asks.
I enjoy asking people for topic ideas and on the Discord, which by the way, if you are on the Discord, head to the description down below. You'll be able to find it.
What? Why aren't you here yet?
Yeah,
The
why
fuck-
aren't you?
What do you
yeah,
mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Bro,
you're
you're
not on the
listening to this
Discord?
fucking podcast and you're on the Discord. What, do you cringe? God.
You can give us ideas.
Exactly.
We listen.
We
Kind
do.
of.
We do kind of. It mostly like if it's something we can actually get something out of it.
If your idea is stupid, more stupid than us, we'll ignore it. But that's hard to do because we're pretty stupid. We are that dumbass podcast.
We are pretty fucking stupid. I don't really see anything off the top of my head that I wanted to quickly talk about.
So let's just jump into it then.
Yeah. So
Let's just jump into it.
let's fucking do it.
Let's get
So-
right.
Boy, into the news.
No.
So my pretty much one thing I want to talk about is that I asked, obviously what do you want to talk about, and our friend Ego Orb, one of the EQ members, said, if you could make an EQ video game, what would happen in it? And
You've had this idea for years.
I've had
It would be
this
so awesome.
It would be
It would be so cool.
I've had the idea of both streamer, but mostly the actual EQ lore, proper one, in my head for about 2.5 years. Obviously, it probably will never fucking happen because that requires programming, and whoop-de-doo, I don't program.
Buddy, I'll just pop open Game Maker Studio. RPG Maker. We'll make an RPG.
But the
Don't test
idea,
me, I'll whip it out.
the main thing that I've always wanted to do, because it's pretty much when it comes to gaming for me, like if I were to make a game on my own, I would pretty much ask myself, what do I want? Like, what would make me happy? And what would make me happy is more fucking Kid Icarus Uprising. So, for me, if I were to make an EQ video game, I would pretty much do it in a better controlling style of the Kid Icarus Uprising land combat, pretty much. In my head, pretty much what I have always had is, instead of weapons, because Kid Icarus, the Uprising, their main thing is there's a different variety of weapons. For the EQ one, it would pretty much be obviously the characters, whether it be the streamer ones or the actual OC EQ. That would be the big gameplay variety choices, would be the actual characters. And it would be the controls would pretty much be very similar to Kid Icarus land combat, in the sense that because in Uprising, for those who haven't played it, in land combat, the controls are very funny. As a Kid Icarus Uprising fan, boy howdy, let me tell you, the controls are. There's a main reason why it only sold 1 million copies. So how it works is that the reticle is not locked in the actual thing. The reticle is pretty much, you point on the touch screen and the reticle will move to that point on the screen. To turn the camera, you have to flick on the bottom screen. I used to play a lot of Kid Icarus multiplayer. It is something you can adjust to, but it's not really ideal. For me, it would pretty much, I just have it like standard third-person controls, where it would pretty much be in the middle, character like on around like the bottom ish or to the right, like the left, to like a lot of third person games. Crosshair / reticle in the middle, and obviously right stick just moves it. It's a lot simpler. And in Kid Icarus Land Combat, the main thing is it's very similar to Smash in the sense that there are directional inputs. Depending on the direction you flick the stick to, the weapons do different effects. There's forward, left, right, and back, if I remember correctly. And obviously the neutral shots. Then there's the same with melee combat, if I remember correctly. And yeah, so pretty much it's a mix of it would be a mix of melee, shooting, same directional inputs, all of that. Level structure would probably be very similar to Kid Icarus as well. Pretty much just improving on Kid Icarus Land Combat, because Kid Icarus Uprising is one of my favorite games of all time. It is a phenomenal game that I fucking pray we either get a port or a sequel or someday on console. Because the multiplayer is great, gameplay is great, and overall I'm just a big fan. So if I were to make an EQ video game, it would pretty much be an improved version of the land combat. So that's what I would do.
I'm sorry for laughing throughout the whole entire thing of that, but before Code started doing what he was doing, the moment he said RPG, the word Xeno idiots appeared in my brain, and I have not been able to stop laughing about it. And then the next title, Xenobrain dumbasses, appeared in my head, which I like a lot better.
Good job.
Xenobrain dumbasses. Xenobrain idiots. The dumbasses.
The Dumbass
Chronicles.
Chronicles.
The dumbass Xenobrain idiots. The dumbass
That is
Chronicles.
why we're that dumbass podcast.
I love the face you were just stuck on, Fish. You're just kind of like a...
Yeah.
Yeah, just...
Yeah, I think you can blame my great lighting right now. I need to get an actual proper light.
Just turn the light.
All of the nights. So is there anything you two would do in particular, or just the RPG idea?
I'd probably just stick like the RPG idea. Probably for me, since I'm only in the streamer group or this EQ. I'm not someone who was around during like the EQ lore, it's OC lore stuff. So I don't have any involvement in that whatsoever. So I'd probably, since they're EQ, I'd probably throw them in as like bonus characters. Not probably playable, but like little what's the word? Easter eggs. Cameos, stuff like that.
That's the word.
Throw them in like that.
Stuff that then Disney adults will just eat up.
Nom, 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 nom. If you look at this point in the game, at exactly chapter 12, in like 2.5 minutes into the cutscene, you can see...
I'm not gonna consume this media unless it has dozens of cameos. I want to see Iron Man 59.
Probably the only like OC character I'd like give any involvement in would probably be Typhoon, just because I'd want to put RQ somewhere, and him being the de facto leader of that kind of makes sense. But other than that, probably that it.
Plus, I just like throwing Typhoon in a lot of stuff because I just like Typhoon. He's a great OC.
A random thing that did pop in my head is maybe having your character like be able to swap between hails.
Yeah.
Just random things that appear in my head. I do think about this occasionally because I do have one or two RPG makers. So it's like, if I wanted to, I could just pay someone to make character art.
Yeah.
And then work on the sprites myself.
There's there's some stuff you can definitely pull out of that. I mean,
It'd
I
be
mean,
a
I don't
quick
know if
thing, but-
I don't know if you'd be able to ever like top Five Nights at Fuckboys when it comes to RPGs.
No.
But you
no
know,
one
yeah,
can top Five
I
Nights
don't-
at
I-
Fuck Boys.
I don't know you'll ever be able to top that. But
I'm not
you
aiming
know,
to top that.
I mean,
never.
you know.
But like to get something out there, you know?
Ronnie not knowing what the fuck we just
I'm
said.
not going to ask.
All you need to know
Don't
is inhale my
explain
dong, you
either.
Five
raging
Nights-
child.
Inhale my dong, enragement child.
Inhale my dong, enragement child.
Now I really don't want to know.
Basically, it was a thing Markiplier played when he could still drink and drank while playing.
It was
It was in
an
that era
amaz-
of life.
It was an
Oh.
amazing playthrough. Amazing.
Yeah,
It
that's
was great.
that's probably why you don't really know about it. That's how long ago it was.
It was
relevant.
it was like 20
It
late
was
2014.
I was about
early-
to say it was like
it was
early,
like-
early FNAF.
Yeah, it was like late
don't-
2014 cuz FNAF 2 was
No.
out.
Yeah, but oh yeah, wasn't there a second one too? Because I remember Springtrap being in
Yeah,
one of them.
Yeah, so they did up to 3. They did up to
Yeah,
3.
okay, that's right. Yeah, because the second one was FNAF 2, third one.
Yeah.
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 Okay, yeah, and he played all of them, and he did
did-
he drank through all of them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was up till like before FNAF 4 is when it
Mm.
was relevant, and then like really after that nobody talked about it again, other than the occasional like inhale my dong coming back
You-
every now and then.
Yeah. So Ronnie, if you
we need that on the soundboard now.
inhale my
I'm
dong, you're a
saying,
raging
it's
child.
like the phrase "inhale my dong" coming back every once in a while.
Inhale my dong, enragement child.
Oh, so Roddy, if you were to make an EQ video game, what would you like base it off of, like, or like what would you do?
See, the one that I feel like would be the biggest chances of happening, which I can't actually say on the podcast, would be a fighting game. And something that's more so on the lines of like Smash or Rivals. 'Cause
So
a lot of
platform.
us are more casual fighting
Yeah,
gamers.
a lot of us do prefer. Well, I know a lot of people in EQ do prefer platform fighters over traditional fighters, mostly
I
because
don't like traditional fighters at all.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, there's a giant fucking learning curve when it comes to traditional fighters, so I don't blame people at all.
Yeah.
I've slowly been adapting since I've just like fighting games, and also the fact that I have friends now. I now have active friends who play fighting games. So
You now have actual friends.
I now have friends. I've
Wow.
done it.
Congratulations.
I have Glaze, and I'm starting to talk to Big Yellow more, which makes me happy. That does make me happy. Speaking of fighting games, Street Fighter 6 beta comes out tomorrow, and I'm very excited. But yeah, no. I think eventually without again not saying much, there hopefully will be something down the pipeline. Because I mean, at the very least, I want to look into Idol Fighters or
Idle Showdown.
Idol Showdown. That's the one.
I actually downloaded and played it. It's actually
that-
it's
Isn't it a Mugen one or
Among
like
Us?
no, a Mugen?
what does that mean?
Okay, I forgot. Not fighting games players. Mugen is it a free game or is it on Steam?
It's Idle Showdown.
Yeah.
Are we talking about the same Idle Showdown, like the
The
Hololive fan game?
yeah. Is it?
It's
is
on
it.
it. Hollow Cover Corp themselves, the company that owns Hololive, has given the fan game creators permission to publish it for free on Steam.
Okay, so I
So
don't
it's
know.
on Steam for free. You don't
Okay,
need to pay.
I just don't know if it uses the Mugen engine, which is
I
like the
don't know.
because Mugen, for those who don't know, is like the big fighting game fan
Idle
engine.
Showdown engine. Let's look into it real quick.
Because like a lot of fan game fighting games, the ones that use like the shitty like sprites are usually ripped or things like that will use Mugen, which is why I asked. I just didn't know if it was like a Mugen fighting game or if someone actually made a fighting game not on Mugen. Cause I'm just saying, I mean, you know, if pop off for whatever reason, I'm just saying it would be kind of cool.
Oh, for whatever reason.
I'm just saying, if you know, if you need a fish, you know, I mean, I'm just saying, I mean, if me wiggling my way into Merfight doesn't happen, I'm just saying.
Idol Showdown is made in Unity 2020.
Okay, so it's not a Mugen game, so it's actual quality. God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen good things about it. I haven't played it. But...
I have touched it, and I did start to learn one of the characters, and I'm like, but I don't really want to get into a traditional fighter, but it looks good, and it feels good to play. Personally, but that might just be because I don't have standard fighter experience, and for all I know, it could just be pretty basic.
I mean, I've seen a lot of. I mean, I saw Maximilian dude, which is the biggest he's the biggest fighting game YouTuber. He played it, so and I know
Did he like it?
Yeah, I've heard he liked it.
Okay, so I do have a good opinion.
Yeah, a lot of fighting game people do actually like it. I saw Big Yellow stream it as well, so I do know a lot of actual like.
I'll let you know the only reason why I tried it is because it's HoloLive, and this may not be common knowledge. I've watched a lot of VTubers, a lot of which are HoloLive idols. I'm a HoloLive. I bought the actual HoloLive horror game on Steam. Haven't tried it because apparently you need to watch the YouTube series first. People are saying. I haven't gotten around to that. I haven't gotten around to that yet. They say you don't have to, but like the people in the reviews say you should. So I just haven't gotten around to it. I'm a bit of a HoloLive nerd.
Yeah, like I'm like the only real big VTuber I've ever watched, and I've said this many times, is Iron Mouse. She's the only one I do what. Yeah, which is very funny because I'm in fucking being VTuber. It's like I don't actually watch the big guys. I did this because my friends were doing it, and then it just kind of turned out this way. LamelXD. I know. I didn't watch big VTubers and became one. It's almost like I did this for fun.
How dare you not have the same inspiration as me? You are wrong.
I actively watch. I think other than like Linus Tech Tips, because that doesn't count. I watch. Markiplier, Astral Spiff, and Panga. I watch 3 non-VTubers. Other than that, I mostly consume VTuber content. Yet here I am. I've used a VTuber model once for an episode of the podcast. I've had this model for 1.5 years. I got it unwillingly by that fucker. Am I pointing in the right direction?
You pointing towards your computer?
I'm pointing towards my...
If you're pointing towards, like, whichever side your computer is on is the right way.
You don't know which side. Do you know what side my computer's on?
For me right now, it's to your left. It's to your left, right?
It's to that direction?
Your left.
This direction.
Yeah.
My PC is in that direction.
Yay.
Anyway, this fucker, if I'm not pointing the right direction, just flip me so I'm correct and then fix me after. Or don't. Bought me a model.
Each time.
Cool. That's even funnier. Bought a model for me for Christmas 1.5 years ago. I still don't know why. Why'd you do it? Why did you do it?
Yes.
Was there an actual reason?
Oh, I couldn't think of anything.
How much did it? How much did it cost again?
Oh, money wise?
Yeah.
I gave Songa like $20.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, I gave Songa like $20 because she asked for $20, and I gave her $20. And I was like, hey, make model. I'm struggling to think of things.
Okay, cool. I don't feel as guilty then.
Like Kobe, I spent the most amount of money on because I bought him a max head in TF2. That and it's not like he's my closest friend or anything. So.
Who is he?
I don't
Never
know,
heard of him.
some fucker who just shows up here and there.
But yeah, once I have used a model once.
Yippee!
Twice, 2 years in a row. I've planned to use it on April Fools for a stream.
Nope.
Neither year I have streamed on April Fools because. Oops. But we'll get them next time, boys. If something else doesn't happen before then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens. So, is there anything else we want to quickly mention before signing off, or are we all set?
I feel like I bought something. I don't remember what I bought. I might just be silly.
You could be a little.
Oh
goofy.
yeah, I got another Japanese Final Fantasy game.
Oh, you got it.
It's Final Fantasy. Yeah. Keegan
Yeah,
took me in before work. Final Fantasy 8 Japanese copy for the PS1. That's now 4. I own 4 Advance, 6, and 8, all Japanese copies. I have no reason to have these. I just thought they were neat, and now I've started another collection. Dear
They
God,
do-
help me, please.
they
It
do-
won't stop.
They do have the superior box art, to be fair.
Yeah, and also they have the every single game.
Hell yeah!
Before we got the pixel remasters on, whatever the fuck, Steam and other things.
Console, yeah.
Yeah.
Fun. Shut the fuck up, Ronnie!
What?
For
Or-
context,
or-
for people who don't know, I just quickly checked Twitter, trending just to see if anything to remind me of any topics that came up, and Arple guy showed up on my timeline. Because if there's one thing that Twitter is good at being funny with, it is just spelling stuff wrong and making that trend instead of what is actually trending.
Orple guy. Orple guy. I love Orple guy.
Yippee!
I'm going to go anytime someone says William now. I'm going to do William Afton again. William, anything to do with the name William. I'm going back to doing my William Afton bit.
Will Smith.
What's going on the right? Wait, do that again. What's going on the other side? What's happening there?
Yippee!
But
Why
it
does
didn't do it
not
on the.
on the other side.
Woo!
Ugh!
Woo!
Wait, Fish, do you see that?
Yeah, no, I see what's going on.
What the
What
fuck's
is
going on
happening?
there?
I don't know. It's really weird. They probably won't be able to see it. Might just be a Discord thing, but Zooey Mama.
Okay, so I guess this is how whenever he does that, I guess that's when we
I guess.
when we end. Subscribe or Orple guy will
Subscribe for
Hor,
more Orple guy.
Hor.
or otherwise he will stuff you in a suit.
Hor.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and
Get those out of here.
get those out of here.
Make sure to share the podcast with your friends and join the Discord server. This isn't a joke.
This is not a joke.
Don't think I've forgotten about my mighty number 9 threat.
I'm out.
I
See
will
you.
find you.
I like how Hales tried to end the podcast like 3 separate times, and we just not let him. We're just gonna keep
No,
going with this ending.
Yeah,
And
we'll
no,
keep
we're
going
not-
until he doesn't come back.
He's,
Oh,
he's-
every time.
He is.
Every time Fish reappears, we're gonna keep going.
I was gonna come back.
Is he gone
Yeah.
this time?
Bitch.
You think he left?
Bitch.
Yeah.
Leave.
You know what,
the
I'm-
fish, bitch. Yeah.
Fish bitch. Funny. See you in 2 weeks.